how Liangelo Ball could be better utilized under Coach Jordan Surenkamp, headed back, to Greensboro. Coach Surenkamp and Liangelo will both be coming back for their second campaigns, looking to do hopefully incredible things, for the Greensboro Swarm. There will be pressure. I do believe that Liangelo Ball will be able to excel. Right now, the Swarm roster is very thin. Of course, they're going to have guys coming in and out, but it has been announced, it was by one high-profile Charlotte Hornets source. It was announced that Coach Surenkamp will be returning, after 2 seasons as the Charlotte Hornets video coordinator. This is going to be his second year in charge, of the Swarm. So Swarm fans, get ready because he'll be back. So what can we expect from Coach Surenkamp? We all know last year, they had a record of 9-24 that ranked 26 out of 28 G League teams. So it was definitely looking horrendous. Here at Flight Sports TV, man, listen, we got all the solutions for you, Coach Surenkamp. We could get it all turned around tonight, if you just take heed to what I'm saying and what other people have said prior and before. Liangelo Ball is the answer to all the problems here. You must play Liangelo. And I'm not just saying this just because it sounds good to your ear. Liangelo Ball was completely underutilized last season, which resorted into this record. That could have been changed around. It was truly unfortunate that it took so long for, the regime to understand that something alarming was taking place. But I mean, it is what it is. It's nothing that, we could really harping back on now at the moment. But listen, things got to change, man. Coach Surenkamp, who knows what his roster will look like, but we do know that he will have some kind of continuity, hopefully, with Liangelo. This is their second year together. He knows Liangelo Ball's game. I believe it's time for him to tap into Liangelo Ball's game a little bit more than he has, and number one, to start off with, Coach Surenkamp needs to, look back at what Liangelo has been doing. Obviously the Summer League, obviously the Drew League and all his various workouts. Jello has been very active this summer, headed into, camp with the Greensboro Swarm. Obviously he was played differently compared to how they would be playing in Greensboro. But if I'm Coach Surenkamp, I'm not necessarily coming into just make him do everything he has been doing, but it was a lot of things like playing in different situations. Is Liangelo Ball going to be the point guard of the Greensboro Swarm? Absolutely not. But will it be times that Liangelo may have the ability to handle the basketball in certain situations? Yes. I believe that Coach Surenkamp must, tap into some of the things that Jello has been doing. Getting him in catch and shoot situations, obviously that's nice, but letting him put the ball on the floor, utilize everything. Let him score all angles of the floor, not just, at the three-point line, mid-range, taking it to the basket, putbacks, everything, coming to the rim, facilitating it out, kick-outs, or everything. Liangelo Ball could do all of these things. But Coach Surenkamp must be smart and strategic and enough to really lean on those capabilities that he can bring, but it is what it is. It'll be interesting to see, what players could be called up, from the Charlotte Hornets. We all know they got Kai Jones, I believe. Hopefully he's with the Hornets exclusively this year. You got Book Knight. I see him being there. Who else they have? They signed my man McGowan's to a 2-way contract. I could see him going back and forth, from Greensboro to Charlotte. But really, seriously, in all seriousness, I'm expecting a lot of the guys to be in Charlotte. His opportunity can't be any brighter than it is right now. and it's good, what's all going on. Like I said, last year I think it got a little crowded. A lot of people had their own intentions. You had Book Night out there, for crying out loud. This is a lottery pick. I know he didn't expect when he got drafted that he was going to spend time in Greensboro, so that definitely took away, time for Liangelo to develop, into the player that we all want. So it's taken a little bit of time because I think they had to prioritize a lot of their picks last season. So, this year I don't think it's going to be so many lottery picks in the building, where Liangelo can't get the full, share, and that's what I'm expecting this year, for Liangelo to get the full share, and also more consistent minutes. I mean, the man knows the system, especially opposed to guys just coming in. Who would know the system better than Liangelo? This is his second year, and this is his second year under the second-year coach Surenkamp. So I'm hoping that they could show, their experience together, and it could be exhibited on the floor, because that's where it counts. I'm tired of the days of Liangelo getting jerked around in the lineups. These days must come to an end. Jello is talented, man. I think he's proven that. I don't know how many times he has to prove that. It's starting to get ridiculous at this point. But let's see what happens, man. Jello is going to do his thing. He's 6'5". He can shoot it. We all know that he's got three-point range. Can Jello show that he can defend? Can Jello show that he's more than a shooter? And I believe that he's going to knock that out and punch his ticket to the league. All Jello needs is that opportunity. So I'm imploring Coach Surenkamp to play Liangelo more, have his minutes a lot more consistent. And you guys have been together for 2 whole years now. We got to stop acting like, y'all guys just got together. Y'all spent a lot of time together. It's time to really take it up a notch between y'all two. Not only is Jello, great for the floor on the basketball court, but off the court, his marketability is ridiculous. They haven't fully tapped into that just yet. I think that can go up 60 notches. This is truly the beginning. They're never going to report this, but I know that Liangelo has, brought in so many dollars to the city of Greensboro, North Carolina. I truly wish they could really let people know what's going on. Jello has improved merchandise. What has he done for their social media recognizability and shit like that? It's just crazy. Jello has done so much. It just shined a flashing light, on Greensboro, man. And it's truly making it, the place to be, the premier G League team to watch, and now you see it. They're on ESPN Plus and various other networks, so how long are they going to continue to do this, and not give Jello the opportunity? But I'm going to leave it at that. It's Flight Sports TV.